Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to TV Studio Productions. I am Mariah, the host. If you love talking about what you are having for lunch, then pause right here. Everybody, if you are that hungry, you will be hungrier by the time everyone's ears are filled with fun and interesting information. Buffets are why people are have reasons for being addicted to this delicious food. It is a true fact that most people around us would agree that a buffet is a good addiction. I believe buffets have food that are open to the public, since everything is made sure they are tasty and enjoyed in most socializations. Now let's begin with our special guest, Kieran, and we will hear what he has to say about a buffet.
Thank you for having me on the show. The place near me is called Fortune Buffet, and it's just nice to eat there. Good times. I have with my friend, with my best friends and family. I like the food there. You have to try the cuisine. It can be your best friend, meaning a waiter or waitress. They can also, they are always happy, and my friend Marco is enough with the place. I recommend the visit with him.
What happens when you want to fill your plate up with all sorts of cuisines?
Me and Marco do that. Me and Marco do that. I love do it, but yeah, see Marco. He has the whole plate full of all kinds.
Oh wow, I'm shocked that Marco has a monster-sized plate there. There's no way he ate all of the food there.
My place, my place is near the restaurant, and Marco's place is near. But it's funny that he eats a lot of food where we live.
All right, we will continue after this break, and when we get back, Kieran will get into top three of his choosing at Fortune Buffet.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Welcome back, everybody. I am now going to have myself ask Kieran his top three foods at the buffet. If you had to name the top favorite foods in this buffet you go to, what would all that be? Give us your top three.
The only 3 foods I like are sushi, lobsters, and clam chowder soup. Don't forget this. 1. Ice cream. Chicken nuggets, pizza, peanut butter chicken, and noodles. It is pretty good.
Wow, you are making me hungry. That's a whole meal there. Do they have tasty vegetable fried rice? What can we expect other than the food at this buffet? Is there anything that is a fun fact?
Fun fact is that the whole place survived the pandemic.
Is it going in business after the pandemic kicked us so hard into the quarantine?
Yes, the restaurant is still going on even after the pandemic in 2020.
If Fortune Buffet was going to have a karaoke every specific day, would you ever participate in it?
Sure I would.
Are you going to sing Charlie Puth music at the buffet? He's got a kind of voice like you do, Kieran.
Yes, I would sing all the time. Pop music is a main genre on my Spotify. You can have a great mood and still sing, too. Even doing it on a daily routine, that's what I do. If you have a car, we can carpool to a buffet.
Singing is somehow considered my strong suit, depending on the song, and we will continue talking about karaokeing after the break starts. Hi, welcome back to the Food Talk. What is in a
Every day, more and more college students choose to drink more coffee and not get enough sleep. This results in them sleeping during class, in obscure places in public, and when they're trying to study. Make sure you get enough sleep. Don't always rely on coffee.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
That is so fat.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Stairs. 4 out of 5 college students suffer from fear of stairs. Whether it be to the first floor, the third, or the 6th, the fear is strong. But we need to stop this. We need to work together and conquer these stairs, step by step. So stop taking the elevator, take a deep breath, and take the first step to a new you.
Welcome back to the Food Talk. What is in a buffet? Kieran is more than excited to tell everyone that the karaoke nights, if there was any,
karaoke.
Achieving my goal.
Karaoke is a good event at the buffet. if there was an event conversation about it, count me in Fortune Buffet.
So, if this was at a Fortune Buffet and the DJ was there and the screen was there, you would pick up a microphone and sing, right?
Yes, I would, no doubt. There's a band named Big Time Rush. I have followed them ever since me and Marco went to the PNC Theater. That's my type of music, and people will sing along with me at the restaurant. If not, they will all listen.
I love music as well, and it is known all over that many restaurants have karaoke's. And it is set up at night mostly, and that is when people start to sing with a whole audience. And what songs do you and Marco like with Big Time Rush?
Big Night, Cities, Hours, To Forget About You. All of it is in one band. One time, me and Marco were at their concert, and To Forget About You played, and that was the loudest I ever hear him sing.
Are people going to give up their dinner time at the restaurant like they are eating with all their friends and family all of a sudden? Marco, and you start singing this till I Forget About You by BTR so loud?
If Marco put To Forget About You by Big Time Rush, his voice will be heard from the restaurant to 2 other businesses. That's how loud he will sing. It's just unreal. I do not think any other soundtrack will put so much willpower into Marco. He will sing a particular song at a restaurant again.
I am hoping he does not get too loud, because I think you are the one to remind him to keep it down. Unless if the Fortune Buffet was at the Prudential Center, like right next to it, then he has to reduce the tone. But I would like to work at this place, like the cashier, for example.
Maybe I would, but when it's a karaoke day, then me and Marco would just treat it like a place to most likely have dinner, and just continue to order our normal drinks. He gets water with ice, and I will get a root beer. If not, Pepsi.
I love soda, but water is a good choice. It is genuinely a smart thing to order for drinks.
The food there are yummy and not always my type of food. For example, Marco eats hibachi, but so much there, and the cook just does his job, and he kinda not social.
I think hibachi is amazing, but in a real buffet, that is what makes it even better. Just having the variety of foods on one side. The guy cooking the hibachi, they do not quit as long as they get tipped right after. Chinese food is really yummy. It is a must try for everybody, mostly us in New Jersey people. General Tso chicken, that is one of the top favorite. I know we cannot travel around the area to create a survey, but if people say it is tasty, then I should go all the way to Toms River, and that will be on my menu.
That's awesome. Marco loves that he is always full, having plenty of it on his plate. The chicken is tasty for as long it ever exists, and when it is full, like on a Saturday night, that is where everyone is on top of each other for it. The chefs often came out of the kitchen, and then you can clearly see the freshly cooked chicken from when you are standing.
Yes, the weekend is sure going to be packed, and St. Patrick's Day weekend is coming up. But you can't expect a lot of people to not come to Fortune after they dance until their brains cannot think anymore. I can tell you it's easy to drive to the buffet, but to wait how long until you get a table is the hardest part. The ones that are out partying most likely will either be at Fortune Buffet or just be at the club.
I had eaten peanut butter chicken, and the next dish I could taste is the teriyaki chicken. That is on the top of my list. The type of chicken mostly people eat is General Tso's, but I do not think I have tasted the General Tso chicken. A couple weeks ago, I had a conversation with Marco, and according to him, the taste is sweet and savory, and he has a lot of love to eat. Again.
Great. I'm now hungry by hearing it myself, and everyone around watching how delicious the teriyaki chicken is. The fun thing about it is it has really good ingredients as it is cooked and ready to be out in the buffet. It does not matter how the teriyaki chicken is cooked. I'm thinking you can pack some home. Does not matter how much you pay for the takeout.
I can definitely eat lo mein noodles. That's where I would stop for cravings most of the time. And then go to the dish will definitely be the lo mein noodles. I thought someone going to a buffet for some Chinese food, the number one option is lo mein. When someone is that much of a lover of Chinese cuisine, believe it or not, the lo mein is the most have noodles. The yellow or orange and neither color, but I do not care at all because as long as it is freshly cooked and the seasoning have a specific taste to it. Lo mein, you know that can always be fun to have while some prefer white rice, but it's a carb anyway. You can mix that with other foods like meat especially.
I think I could apply to work there as long as they give me only 5 hours worth of shift. And how much is the salary, Karen, if you got an idea?
I believe it is between $10 to $20. That is the estimate I will give you. I could be right or wrong.
Okay, good. But right now, I will pause here and we will go to break, and this talk will proceed when we return.
Hey, class starts in 5 minutes. You coming?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
You still here?
Oh yeah, I'm coming to class.
Where are you going? Class ended.
Oh.
If you're so glued to your phone, why don't you minor in social media?
Oh. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, on the show. I am here to ask Karen, what can Fortune Buffet do better as a whole organization? So Karen, what can his restaurant do better?
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Marco and I go there many times, or my other friend. and you do not know them, but once you go inside, they have a nice approach to you, and it is a good thing. They can pick up the prices, but I wish it can only be free during the appointment times. For instance, if there is a birthday, a bridal shower, or Labor Day holiday, one can be free. Valentine's Day counts as well, but only if you're mostly married.
Maybe one day they could be nice enough to let everyone eat for free 3 times in a year. I want things to be free, and maybe Marco can be over the moon if everyone lets this guy take all the food, if no one is there, obviously.
I could give you a huge plastic container, and then right from there, I will just have Marco show you what the main food are, and then just get as much as you want, and if you get a free pass, and then it is your lucky day. But sadly, it mostly likely will never happen.
Chinese food is fun to taste and get, but if Burger 25 did the same thing, then the buffet would just be unimaginable. I know I'm going to remember Marco as the guy that yells too much and could swallow a plate alone, let alone the cost for one adult. And the moment is here. We are closing in to our commercial break. We will return again.
Every day, more and more college students choose to drink more coffee and not get enough sleep. This results in them sleeping during class, in obscure places in public, and when they're trying to study. Make sure you get enough sleep. Don't always rely on coffee.
Hi, welcome back to another food talk of what is in a buffet. Karen has told many of the audience what the buffet has got to have, and let's get into it, shall we? A Chinese buffet, we all know, sometimes contains animals like fish, lizards, parrots, even bunnies. Karen, what do you find like the animals at the restaurant?
I've been in Fortune Buffet ever since I was a young lad, and there used to be fish in a pond. There was a castle statue on it. I can picture the goldfish swimming around now. This year I am older and they are not there anymore. Here is the fun part. There are huge fish in a fish tank, but they have been longer for years now. I know Fortune Buffet is good for fish as pets, as customer, like me and Marco go to.
Do you wish there were all kinds of fish pets, or would you prefer to have little puppies walking around after you're done with your food?
Fish is nice to have, especially when you're about to sit in and have your food and you're eating lunch. Therefore, they can make you enjoy the company. My house is infested with animals. Marco knows, but the rest do not.
If I had a dog of my own, it does not matter the breed of the dog. If it is mine, he is allowed, if this restaurant permits it. I think having animals is good, and fish is good enough. That is what the customers of Fortune Buffet like to be eating in front of. But cats are good, but not as good as dogs when thinking about restaurants with many animals there.
If someone like the manager paid several bucks to have a selection for puppies and then walk around. And you have a good time as the food is out in the display for both people and dogs. Then I will not mind playing with puppies like the Cavalier Spaniels.
And Karen, I believe time is up, and we have been convinced that we are getting hungry. And is it noon or even past that I need some vegetable fried rice or some dumplings? I need the buffet right this second. There is no way there is no delicious food waiting for us now. If Chinese food was only a room away, I bet you will hit up Marco and he will not save anything for us.
Yes, that's just Marco. And thank you for having me. I'm hungry too.
Thank you all for listening to Food Talk. What's in a buffet? Have a nice afternoon. Go taste the buffet so it's finally over.